Hello everyone and welcome back to Anno once more, and in this case here we're looking at the Admiral who actually wants to try out my defenses in Flamingo. So finally someone is trying to take it out on us, and not very successfully. So I don't think we've lost a single building here. The oil harbor is actually a bit under damage there too, or under fire. And that's it, right? So barely touched us with that attack. So yeah, actually the first test to my defenses was successful. Will not be the last, I'm sure of it. The repairing here hopefully gets done then automatically, so I don't need to worry about this. And so far so good. Back to Flamingo, back to our powerhouse that we have here, the industrial powerhouse. Yeah, let's repair some buildings. Oh yeah, siege, sorry. I mean, it's not the only attack that we have right now. The Admiral is also attacking simultaneously in the old world, but not with the biggest fleet there yet. And Princess Jing once again is coming in. We'll just see what they can actually make out of all of this. Now, let's also go ahead. And there it is. The Petrolier was finished once more. And once more with Captain Francis Drake. That, yeah, gives me a free white flag, basically. Let's get the Monkey Crab for this one here fixed. Gorgon here, you will not need that for us, right? We have the oil trade here now, so this one is working fine. Yeah, we lost a ship there. I might actually need to replace this one. And then with Flamingo, we already have now Petrolier here with the white flag. Of course, we're going to build another one right away, since this is giving me quite a nice item there that we can use for ourselves. And this one here, we're going to get my huge collier. That is now neutral, or, well, immune to any kind of damage. To have another trader now available, Monkey Crab 3, for our at our disposal here that we can use it for. Let's quickly check back on the new world here. We do have the Star Shadow, right? So transporting other goods back and forth with a white flag, with a real white flag. Getting back and forth now here. What I can see is we're kind of like stuck with the resources that we have, so I definitely do need some bricks there at least. And let's just check it out. Probably some more timber, bricks primarily, and perhaps also some... No, I think that's fine. Yeah, we also have enough steel beams there. That's fine, because I do still need some of them for some depots. We definitely want to increase our budget there, or our storages, for a while. Now 2 minutes, we still need to wait before this runs out. And yes, as we've already noticed in the last episode, we're having so much production here, especially for the coffee beans, that I will not need to worry about coffee for a very long time. I don't need to do any expansion here. I don't need to add more tractors. It's really fine as it is for a long time. Yeah, the occasional fire here will hurt us a bit, but that's okay. Now, let's quickly check out. We need to make sure that the ship is safe. Oh, Admiral. He wants to pay me 200k this time. I'm not going for it, of course. And let's also just check what Princess Jing is doing. Yeah, trying to get into this harbor area there. She can do this, of course. Another thing we should check in Panagos is the biscuits production. I definitely want to get this one here positive. We are lacking 2 per minute right now, so that's basically one assembly line that we need to build there in addition. The tallows and the flour should be fine, however the citrus coming in from the new world is something that we still need to wait on. Alright. This is where the latest items that we've used now here come into play, right? So the citrus here are producing now at 200% efficiency. And let's just check it out, how much that actually is worth it then to us. So we have now a total output then of 11. And in Panagos we do need, yeah, well, we actually have a surplus of 3. But the assembly line consumes 4, so we still need around 2 to 3 more tons per minute if I want to make this one completely right. We're using the overproduction here already. We're using some proper items. I can still use one more item, and that's Ferrous Al-Sarami. This is an item that's not really rare, so I'm fine with using it here right away. Look at that, look at that. Always surprised at this guy, how fast he was actually getting his ships over there to my Dulce Bella, to my not protected ship. That's how dangerous it is out there. Like, he kind of like saw it the moment I sent it out, and has ships already right next to it. Incredible. He was not able to destroy it though. That's a good thing. Princess Jing, she's backing off again already. Still, of course, destroying some of my not protected ships. I might actually go ahead and send in the submarines for some proper torpedo attacks. Problem here is we actually need to equip that every single time we finish one of these submarines. So I cannot just spam them right off out of the box. Yeah. They're too fast for my Yamatos, and off they go again. We're still having some Yamatos in construction, but since they take a long time, it's not that easy. We have 4 right now. That really should do... That really is fine, but of course we are not going to be able to conquer any of these islands there. It's just too many ships and defenses. Now we lost a ship here, the Endeavor. Not the Endeavor, the Ave Maria 2. And it was just for glass though. And I think the current one that we have is still fine for it. I'm not going to use any other ship there for the time being. Let's switch back to Manolar. Yeah, lots of switching. Because here the ship has arrived now. Going to be important because now we can increase our storage. Also, wait a second here. And probably one more. With that, we have a total storage of 650 tons. And of course, we also need to rebuild the oil refinery up there. And does it not have? Yeah. And we need to finish that track system here now. There you go. And with that, this oil refinery is also now connected with my harbor. And that harbor, yeah, definitely needs more oil in. Let's also upgrade this. Since we can do this, we could do it another time. But I think with 750 tons, we should be fine. And with that, Flamingo really is finished for now, right? There's no more reason really to build anything. We have the coffee beans. We have our corn that goes over now. We have some basic production. We could go for some clay production then as well down the road. But for now, I'm really happy with how it is. Let's also rebuild our pearl miners there, or pearl farms. So they can continue once more with that. The only thing I think I haven't done yet is the connection then from Manolar to Panagos with the new productions that we have, especially the pearls. That is something we will need if we want to produce more jewelry. For this, I would like to use Star Shadow here once more for the last slot that we have, and that's the pearls. Getting this over to Manola. And then we'll need a trade route from Manola to Panagos. We will probably not be able to use an existing one. So this is the chocolate one. We keep this one. Let's create a new trade route. Getting rather busy here, right? And we're going to take now pearls. Let's say 400 for now, right? And then we unload this. And let's use a ship without a white flag because this is a safe corridor that we are guarding quite well, and we can definitely have a non-white flag ship on it. I will also reinforce this trade route here that we have for the citrus, the chewing gums and the sugar, because the volume is getting a bit higher now. So Vampire Squid, off you go. Having 2 ships on this will make sure that we have a better supply, especially of the citrus. And there it is. Already 100 tons available again, even though we just left harbor. Now, another thing we can do up here in the orchards region of Panagos, is another trade union that I would like to add, because we have another very cool item that I would like to use here in addition. So with that, we should be able, to get almost all of them in. Almost. This one here is still missing, but that's okay. Because there is this item here, the interspecies grafting. All orchards produce more, need more workforce, but also produce citrus in addition. That's pretty cool, I think. And what we can also do here is add John the Tree Hugger. And this one here is increasing the productivity of any kind of orchard with citrus or cherries. And this is the cherry trees by 50%. So like a smaller Ferraz al-Sarami that we have. So this is working now. There you go. Ferraz al-Sarami, of course, we have as well. So we could boost it by another 50%. And with that, we would have done 100% increase without any real input there. But that's okay. We have now the citrus coming in as well, in addition to the New World. That should be fine. So we are -7 now. We are +12 in Manolar. So there should be a nice surplus now for even another assembly line that we have. So we don't need to worry about this for a while. Now, one more thing I would like to do is we have the assembly lines for the biscuits over there. They're producing now. Yeah, quite well, I should say. However, it's barely a plus, right? So it's equal. It's a bit more, so 0.2 or something more for that. That's not okay. So I would need to build another trade union here that actually gets both of them in. It's a bit tricky because obviously we're having some space issue there. I'm getting the electrical flour mill over here. That should be fine. And with that, we can squeeze in another one that hopefully... Perfect! There you go. Gets it without overlapping with the other trade unit that we already have. This would be a bit problematic. And with that, we can use ferrous al-cerami here once more for this production. And with that, we definitely will now be in the surplus here. 14, perfect. That is actually almost a whole assembly line in addition, right? That we don't need to build now thanks to this plus. And with that, we have now also all the biscuits in. Back in Manola, another cool thing we can do here is upgrade those piers thanks to having the building permit available for this now. And that one here provides the ability to control which goods get delivered and increases the loading speed of goods by 100%. And since we have a pretty high volume here, for example, the chocolate right now is almost 500 tons, this will be very helpful for us. Let's upgrade this one. Oh, there it is. For a moment I thought there was no asset for this. And yeah, we have now, a bit of a redder roof, right? And we have 2 of these loading ramps available to us. And of course also we can have now here 4 tons per second, while this one has only 2 tons per second. So we can speed up the trade routes with that a bit without using the docklands that far outside of Manola. It's always nice to also use my Schleswig-Holsteins for a while to secure my trade routes. And they have really no chance, so we barely took damage there as well. And let's move back again a bit. And once more, another petrolier that we can use with once more a white flag item, so Captain Francis Drake. And this one here we don't need. I do need more huge colliers, so let's build 3 more. Alright, so finally we have everything stabilized again for my tier 4 skyscrapers. That was a lot of work just to get them up here, right? And with that we can now go ahead and upgrade a whole bunch of them. So this is tier 4. How many in total could I upgrade here? Whoa, 60... Is that right? 61 we could upgrade in total. That's of course way too much. I need 13 around that. So let's just see. This is 17, this is 15 in total. We can go ahead and upgrade them. With that we unlock a few more buildings in total. And way more important, I should now be able, there it is, to finally continue with the last phase of the Skyland Tower monument, and that's the glazing. And we have all the materials available, also electricity. And let's go ahead and start this phase once and for all. And of course, it's not going to be so easy. Once again, we need to work with our workers, work together with them. We can pay them 500,000 to get some happiness out of that. That's the easiest way. A trip to the zoo is rather boring. I'm not doing that. But I'm definitely going to say, pay you something here. The thing that I also need to do is, and that's pretty steep actually, before we can actually continue, is reach a happiness of 15 for your workers in Panagos. We're at 12 right now, so we're not that far away from it. However, this will probably need that we need to provide some new good here, like soccer balls. Nah, that's not really doing anything for happiness. Olive soap, patch, clay pipe. Nope, we don't. What I can do is we probably will need to work on the working conditions of the mines, perhaps. Oil, perhaps? It doesn't really affect happiness at all there. Steel we have, that's plus 15. Let's actually get rid of that. And the biscuits for now. And with that we have finished that condition. I think it continues now and we can actually reverse that change right away. Yeah, it's working now. The strike is over, so let's go ahead and readjust my working conditions there again for the biscuits. And for the steel a bit. Not too much, I hope. 19% is fine. And with that, we're fine. Right, the strike is ended and we're back to normal there. Alright. Another worker construction site strike, I guess. We'll just see how this one turns out. Can we pay them? Can we bribe them once more? And yes, we can bribe them. It's the easiest way. I could also give them some sausages or a ticket to the zoo. But I guess that is better. Once again, though, we need to reach that happiness thing. That's a bit annoying. So I need to do it a second time around, getting rid of those bonuses there. And with that, we have finished it once more. And I can also go ahead and get me that production bonus up again. Alright, this actually leads us now to what? Yeah, to another 8 minutes. And then we can finish this monster. Alright, so it continues. Another problem, a decision we need to make. The measures we've taken have saved us some time, but the tower is still in great peril. If we don't take decisive actions now, it might be too late. As I've said, I'm working hard on a solution, but I need more time to finalize my calculations. There's no room for error. She wants what? Quartz sand, 50 of them. Alright, we can provide. With quartz sand, she'll hopefully be able to solve the problem. What a project, right? Takes quite some time, and already at this stage here, we're still in construction, but at this stage we're already taller than any tier 5 skyscraper. So already at this point it's the tallest tower or the tallest structure in the game. Just for fun, by the way, did you know that if I click several times on one location with my mouse wheel, we can get some animals exploding out of the river? Something that you can do to pass the time. Alright, another decision we need to make. Let's give them some money. We're so close to completion, really takes ages. And then once again, we also need to rectify our working conditions there. So let's also get rid of this and of this again. Thank you very much. No problem here. Oops, actually.
That's quite something, boss. It'll last us a stretch, to be sure. Might even get us...
I might also optimize a few things in my docklands in the meantime. So for example, here sales is something that we are not even using anymore. We're using, however, elevators. So I can, of course, level them up to get a few more out of that. So for one elevator, we get 102 tons of logs right now. If I get this one to the upper stages, we get 116 tons of logs for every ton of elevators, and this is really adding up then over time, right? And with that, we massively boosted now quite a few of my contracts here because of that simple change that we had. I would still like to continue using the soap here. That's the only other thing that we might need, and the sewing machines we keep on top, as that is really where most of the things are being exchanged right now. Yeah, before we can really finish it, there's one more major event that we need to do, and that is now I'm asking Miss Jenny what's going on, because the whole building seems to be on fire somehow. Where is she really? She must be somewhere in the building as far as I know. There she is.
What the hell is this? Is this your idea of a joke?
He's furious as always. I mean, he's already waking up in the morning furious. And yeah, she's pretty angry as well. She tells him about the problems with the structure. We had this a few times already. Let's also reveal her true identity, because of course she's not Miss Jenny really, she is... a farmer's daughter. That's also her icon that we can see here. And we need to beg her for help once more, how we can actually solve the problem. And we do need to deliver 50 tons of lacquer and 50 tons of steel beams to her. Do we not have this one? I think we actually have this one in stock. Alright, we probably have the materials, and we do. So let's just try and turn them in. There she is. What she's going to do with that now, with lacquer and steel beams. And...
God damn, that was close.
I think we continue then onwards. Do we? Alright, so finally it is upon us. Only took me like 20 hours, and there it is, the Skyland Tower, the last and biggest monument to rule them out all. Yeah, let's just see if we can so easily finish this last phase. There it is. In all its glory, the Skyland Tower is completed. The ultimate monument that you can have in this game after a very long time. Pretty nice too. And comes with its own bonuses once more. So as we can see, we are already fulfilling all the needs here. So there's lots of people already moving in. The same goes here. So this is a lot of new investors that are actually moving in here with us. Also 50 influence we get. Lifestyle needs, we have the toasts now here being applied. We have the banker's lamp. That's something that we can apply, of course, more to get even more investors in for this very last one, right? So that is a massive achievement that we have there. Let's just make sure that we also have it look like that. So we do need to have this proper entrance here, of course. We already come with some minor ornaments around it, so I'm not going to go too crazy here. There we can definitely have a smaller road on the back of it. And here then, right, we have the entrance. There's also another entrance, this one. A a smaller one that we have, and this one is just one blob of street, right? The bus station, very important, of course, that we have here, because the Skyland Tower is part of the system, so it is boosting also our tourism rating, which is, of course, great. Let's just take a photo for the quest that we have there. Where is it? We can't see the trees in the forest. There you go. Can't see the forest with all the trees here. And submit it. That's a German proverb. And let's also just finish this quest here and have some ornaments close to it. Having some ornaments in front of it and some flower beds surrounding it, of course, in perfect symmetry, marks the end of this monument that we have now in the city. And yeah, you can also see it from afar in Panagos, the crowning achievement to this, with also the last DLC that we complete here. This also marks the end of the series for the moment. I'm not saying that I'm completely finishing the series, but I'm definitely ending it now to move on to other adventures. We have, well, achieved all the goals we actually wanted. We have built a Skyline Tower in a Megacity survival series where we play against an alliance of 3 AI opponents boosted by the Combat Overhaul mod. We have used the new World War ships and have seen them in action. And yeah, basically we have built as much as possible. Though for me, it's the end because everything else we've already done in the Megacity series that I've had at the beginning of the year. So if you're interested in that, just check out the link in the video description for the Megacity playlist. Other than that, this is not the end of the series here. We are going to come back here with some mods and some new assets and stuff like that, and perhaps also with the destruction of the AI opponents. But for now, it's the end of it. And then, of course, we also have new Anno 1800 adventures ahead of us as well. With new mods and new assets that have come out in the meantime. Just basically more fun ahead. For now, though, I would like to end it here. Some more videos will come. Thanks for watching, though. Lots of episodes this one had, more than I expected. It was a lot of fun all the way to the end of it. I hope you enjoyed it also all the way to the end of it. And yeah, onwards to new adventures. Stay tuned. Scooby-Doo!